direct it to your laptop and open it on your laptop because it may not have a mobile app.
Is that good? All right, I call to order the Millersville Board of Commissioners regular meeting agenda Tuesday, February
16.
No, it's 23rd. 2021 at 5:33 p.m. If everyone would please stand for the invocation and the pledge. Mr. Lord.
Let us pray. Father, we thank you for another day. Everything is a gift. Let us just say thankful for that. We have to be in the leadership of our country in the federal, state, and local level. Tonight we ask you to be with our board of commissioners and so on as they make decisions for the leadership of this community. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3, approval of minutes from the January 19th, 2021 regular commission meeting. Call for a motion.
Move that we approve the minutes as presented from the January the 19th, 2021 regular commission meeting.
Second the motion.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Number 4, approval of minutes from the January 26, 2021 special commission meeting. Call for a motion.
Move that we approve the minutes as presented from the January 26, 2021 special commission meeting.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Item number 5, approval of the January 2021 financial report. Call for a motion.
Move that we approve the January 2021 financial report as presented.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Item number 6, first reading of ordinance 21-752 to rezone Reynolds Farm property. Call for a motion.
Move that we approve on first reading ordinance 21-752, which is an ordinance to rezone the Reynolds property development located at 1228 Louisville Highway.
Second it.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Planning Commission voted by majority on December 8, 2020 to approve.
What are we zoning it from and to? Just so everybody will know.
Andrew, what's going?
From R1 to multifamily residential. That in front is the C3 commercial.
So it's going from large residential to multifamily in the rear and commercial in the front.
Yes.
Anyone have anything else?
Is that doesn't include the back half of the property? That's just the front half of that.
No,
phase
that's
1.
It's the whole parcel, I believe.
That's correct.
Okay.
Anything further? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Item number 7, first reading of ordinance 21-753 to rezone Creekside Plaza Development property. Call for a motion.
Move that we approve on first reading an ordinance to rezone the Creekside Plaza development. That's ordinance 21-753.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
As well, the planning and zoning voted by majority recommend rezoning these parcels December 8th, 2020.
And
Huh?
what will they be rezoned to?
Yeah, but
Rezoning from C1 commercial to MXR, which is multifamily residential. Not multifamily residential.
right. And also, we had to, the property was shown in parcel 170, 171 as a part of 143 of Sumter County map 118. Includes the old 50-foot dedicated right-of-way shown on the final plan of Henson's property, subdivision record and deed book 18, page 226. And that was also discussed and approved.
So once again, it'll be going from commercial to MRX, which is multifamily housing. Is there anything further? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. I'm going to abstain. Anybody voting no? So the motion will carry by a vote of 3-0 with one abstention. Item number 8, first reading of ordinance 21-754 to rezone the Cadwaller property on Ruby Lane. Call for a motion.
I make a motion to approve ordinance 21-754, which is to rezone lots 101, 102, and 201 of the Cadwaller property located at 7717 and 7725 Ruby Lane. And it's a change from rural residential to suburban residential SR2.
Second it.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Also, planning and zoning voted on December 8th by majority to recommend rezoning.
Anything further? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Item number 9, release letter of credit on estate of M.R. Stokes, Cimarron Trace in lieu of payment. Call for a motion.
Move that we approve the release of the bond on Cimarron Trace held by M.R. Stokes, now his estate. There will be a one-time payment in the amount of $15,000 to the city for releasing this bond.
Second the motion.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I've got a discussion. Is it, how did we arrive at $15,000?
From our engineer, I believe.
Okay. Back in October, they want to release the bond, reduce it to from 50,000 down to 20,900. And it was recommended by OHM. And the reason they got it to 20,009 was because that he had went over the subdivision, and this was his estimation of what it would take to bring it into compliance with the city codes.
I believe since that time, Mr. Stokes had made some improvements from the time it was denied up until now, until the time he passed away.
Okay.
That is how I.
And also, that was based on having it contracted out. Some of this has been reduced because the city would do some of the work on our own if we have to go back and do that, and we won't have to contract it out.
Okay. All right.
So, we have means to be able to do some of those things.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know how it got from 20,000.
Yeah, so that's how we came down to that. Yeah. And the family is agreeable to this note.
Anything further?
This also give Farmers Bank the release of the letter of credit.
Yep.
Yep.
Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Item number 10, approved job description for assistant position to the chief of police. Call for a motion.
Move that we approve the job description for assistant position to the chief of police as presented.
Second it.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
As we mentioned in the work session, just for the public record of this meeting, the person that's leaving, going into this administrative position will keep their present pay, and will there be not an increase or any kind of increase, but it'll be the present pay that this officer has right now for this position?
They'll maintain the same pay scale that they're at right now.
Again, for public record, is there anybody in mind for this job?
Yes, we have already selected someone, and they're in a training process right now. That's Rebecca Harris.
Oh, okay, so they're waiting up on us to vote her in that position.
Yeah, and then we, just to make sure everybody understands, she will continue to be a police officer as well and serve in that role. So it's kind of a dual role for her, but we didn't make it a multi-title role, but she will still remain as a police officer.
Again, would that be full-time?
Yeah.
Anything further? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Number 11, citizens' comments. Anyone wishing to speak, you just raise your hand, name and address.
What's the status on the courthouse?
I need your name and address first.
Your name and address. Oh, Tom O'Neill, 1097 Lake Ridge Drive.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Go ahead with your question.
I just wondered about the status on the burnt house right across the street from us.
Well, what we're doing is we're looking at contacting the owner and the insurance company to see if they have got those issues resolved before we go forward with it, and we're waiting for some information to come back. So we are engaging in that conversation with the owner and the insurance company.
Okay.
So as soon as we get that, we can make a decision how we're going to go.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Gary Paul, 1025 Ridge Crest Drive, can I approach?
Sure.
You're the only one in the room, Mr. Lassiter, that I think was here back in the early 2000s, maybe 1999s, around there. My ex-wife took pictures of a fire train we had, expedition down the street here, and they're all black and whites. I have no use for them. I'm going to give them to the city. The negatives are in there. You can make pictures for the new city.
Sure. I do remember.
Well, here, I'm good at dangling carrots, you know, like that one.
I like them all.
What is it, a picture of him?
And that's him sitting on a fire truck.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give him a holly, and as a bonus, there's a bonus here. I was working in Brentwood one day, and they wrapped their ladder truck around a tree in front of the house I was working at, and have those too.
Ugh. Yeah, that looks a little brutal.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it.
Enjoy it.
Anyone else?
Hey there, Melissa Clark, over at the library, 1174 Millersville Highway. And I just kind of wanted to update you guys on there you go. So things have been a little quiet across the street. The snow definitely slowed us down. We were closed all the last week, and then yesterday we had so much ice and snow around the library. But I wanted to let you guys know about a couple of activities coming up. The first one, I'm happy here. First thing is the calendar of events, so if you guys have any kids or anything that might want to come to the library, or that like story times, we're still continuing to do our virtual story times. And our virtual sign language club has started, and that's for 8 to 13-year-olds. And we are going to do a garden build day. So the garden that we have over at the community, community center, across the street from the library, we're going to go ahead and remove the greenhouse lids that we have on that and start planting over there. We're going to be expanding into the yard and adding some outdoor large musical instruments for the kids to play with. We're also going to put together this bamboo TV that's going to be covered in moonflowers and some tunnels and things like that for the kids to play on. So we are going to have a build day if anybody wants to come help us. so it's not just me that was plastic. So that's gonna be on the 20th. We're also gonna start some outdoor movie nights, and the first one of those will also be on the 20th of March. So might still be a little chilly, but it should be a lot of fun. And we are gonna do our Easter egg hunt this year. So we're gonna do it here at the community center on March 27th. It'll start at 11 o'clock. The hunt itself is gonna be at noon. And it's gonna be socially distant, and it's gonna be the whole backyard. We figured out a map and a plan. We're gonna make kids run for them this year. That way it'll take more than 3 minutes. But we'll have Easter Bunny here for pictures. We're gonna have story time, lots of crafts for the kids. So we hope you guys will come out.
You need to buy the candy that they're camouflaging it this year.
They're camouflage. Oh, no.
Yeah,
We started painting them last year.
The packs are painted like grass. Yeah, so you can just throw them down anywhere. They even got some painted like tile, so you can throw them on the kitchen floor.
Candy?
Yeah, in packs. I heard about it today. It was on the radio.
That's funny. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff from last year that we're going to be using. So we have some of it from last year. We got a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of eggs.
We probably have that many at our house that we put together.
Does anybody have any questions?
What's the garden we were gonna do? Regular vegetable garden?
It is. So we have 6 raised planters that are back there. It's about like 40 square feet, not sure, but 40 feet of raised beds. And last year we did a garden with tomatoes and peppers, kale. We had a whole bunch of vegetables back here. We're going to expand. So we're going to have those veg. I'm also going to put in a herb garden, and then over here we're going to do watermelons, pumpkins, beans, and we're going to try to do some corn. I have a lot of corn.
What do you get for food?
Pardon?
Food is created in the city.
Oh, it's over at the library?
And what do you do with food?
Oh, with the food. So we distribute it to people that are in need. So we have a summer feeding program that we're going to do this year. That's going to, we're actually doing it to adults this year, but then it's becoming a to their kids. So any of the produce that we have goes into those meal kits.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Larry Page, 105 Echo Lane. I want to thank the Public Works Department for their hard work that they did. And on our end, they did it up on the upper end too, cleaning the roads. I really appreciate them. That young man tickled me, but when I talked to him, he did a great job.
We had a few challenges, but we worked a little over, and everybody got involved, and we got the roads cleared as quick as we could. Most of the streets that we were still doing it some on Sunday. So, but 60 degrees today, so we shouldn't have that problem for a while. So hopefully we'll be a little more prepared. But I think you're right. Our folks did a great job.
Yeah, for his first time plowing, he did it.
Yeah, one thing with the new, no sharp sign you put on North Park Drive, somebody hit it and just put his name toward the street.
That don't surprise me.
It's lit, it's on North Park Drive.
North Cartwright.
Yeah, you just put it up.
Might want to get Jerry to look at that.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Tom on Bill, 1097 Lakeway Drive. What about the status of the bridge?
It has been bid out. We're just waiting on them to start construction. From what I understood, it was supposed to start in the early spring.
You're talking about Shallow, right?
Yeah.
They have equipment out there, and they're starting to. They've actually put 3 tile in the creek and covered it up so their trucks can go across the creek. So they are out there doing some work. I don't know what the schedule is, but when we asked about it several months ago, they said that they would begin at the first of the year, and they were expected to be done by April. So that's all I know, but I do know they're out there working.
Yeah, they should move fairly quick now that they've got started. It's been a while. Anyone else? All right, item number 12 is commissioners' comments. David?
When do you think all this community center rooms will be open back to the public?
Well, of course, they're open if people want to pay the cleaning fee. But just opening it up, we're just gonna have to wait till we see what the state and the county does as far as rolling back some of the restrictions they have on gatherings. So I think we're getting closer and closer to that point, but just not yet.
Not yet. Just got one more thing. We mentioned it Saturday, and it's also been mentioned last year, and I like to mention it again. Hoping to put it on a work session sometime. And it's, we need to go see Anthony Hope, and we need to go see the mayor of Robeson County to find out what we can do to get water on the west side of the interstate on Bethel. I understand that Anthony Holt, I don't know the gentleman that's the mayor of Robeson County, that they appointed 3 board members over White House Utility. And I don't think it would hurt if we could send 2 or 3 and do whatever commissioners want to go up there and talk to those 2 gentlemen and find out what in the world it would take to try to get water up there on the west side to help not only Robeson County, to help Sumner out and Millersville out as well. So when it goes well with Mr. Mayor, I'd like to maybe get that put on a work session sometime.
Yeah. I'm afraid it's going to take $7 million.
I think it'd be worth a try just to talk to them. Maybe something will happen. I don't know.
What I'm saying is White House is a private-owned company, and from everything they've said in the last year or so, they're not willing to put the $7 million out to do it. So I think it's going to take some type of development or something to come along that will help offset the cost. But yeah, we can put it on the agenda.
If you don't mind, we'd at least talk to them.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's by phone, just to see what they'll say.
Sounds good. Is that it?
Yes, sir, that's it.
Keith? Mr. Long?
Yeah, the last meeting we had, it was brought up about the potholes on 31 Douglas. And Mr. Colley said that he would check with TDOT and to, try to get it done. A few days later, I asked him, and he said, well, he had a phone call put in, and he was waiting on an answer. And shortly, 3 or 4 days later, the potholes were filled up, and they'd been, taken care of. And I just want to thank him for following through and to make sure that job got taken care of.
I didn't know where you were going with that. It turned out pretty good.
I think some of them have already jarred back
I didn't
out.
know, it was kind of solemn. I didn't know where you were going with that, but yeah, okay, I'll take the credit for that.
Yeah.
Don't brag on him too much if he won't raise.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I go around the barn 2 or 3 times before I get in it, so that was one of those cases.
Thank you for the comment.
But really and truly, we really appreciate it. I know the citizens of Millersville appreciate it also. So thank you.
The only thing I have is I would like to thank Public Works for all the hard work they put in, as well as the police and fire. This past week was been trying at best to get around on the streets, and I think all 3 of those departments went above and beyond what is expected.
I agree.
City manager's comments.
Just a couple of things. We had our strategic planning session over the weekend, this past weekend. I thought it was turned out really well. And we have some items on there. I don't have the final report back from MTAS yet, but when I get it back, I'll get it distributed to all of you. But one thing I thought about when I was putting this on the reason I put this on the agenda, all of you that were here, what a good day that was. But if we in our planning sessions, come up with additional items that we need to put on that. I think we need to have an open door policy on that planning strategy. So if we come up with something between now and then, we need to add that so we can get it down and look at it and be planning on it and looking at it as well, instead of just saying, okay, this is our plan. So if we have more items we want to put on there, I think we need to do that. So speaking of the work session, I've got a few things that I want to bring up coming up next week at the work session, and one of them is the personnel policy review. One of the things that, if you all recall, when I was sitting right out here about 4 months ago, we talked about policies, and we've been reviewing these and reviewing them. It takes a while to really dig into it and see if we've got revisions and modifications that we really want to implement. And we're ready to roll that to you, commissioners, to review, and then we'll have some time to come back and address all of your concerns, and then we can finalize it and bring it back for final approval. So we're going to start that Monday. So I just want to let you know that's coming. Also, in the work session coming up, I think we need to revisit the discussion we had about a month ago. It seems like we've been overcome with events. We were talking about the fee schedule and the review on the fee schedule, and we brought that in here. We had a long discussion about it. We didn't do anything about it. But 3 years ago, you all finalized a fee schedule that looks really pretty well done. The only thing is we don't have the portion of that fee schedule that we need to have some flexibility and some variable fees that are done by outside agencies, so we don't eat the full cost. So I think we just need to have that discussion and draw that together. And Andrew and I have been talking about this a lot. We need to get that back on track, and so we're going to bring that back up. We also are working on the police department SOPs, and so that will be on the heels of the personnel policy. The move into the building is still no firm date. We know we've got some changes to be done, and we're having a construction meeting on Thursday, and I'll find out more about that. If there's more that I can tell you after that meeting, I'll send you out an email or something to let you know. So I think that's all I have, unless you all have any questions about anything.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Move that we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.